Hello, my name is Dennis. Welcome to my new instructional video for Insight, the Recovery Day Planner. Over the years, I've always searched for a day planner that would suit me, but I could never find quite what I was looking for. So I started to put together my own. The following is what I came up with after much help from many others in my journey through recovery and a lot of my experiences. I hope it helps you as much as it continues to help me. So let's get started. If you don't have your planner in front of you, grab it now. Feel free to pause the video at any time. As we open the cover, we come to our first page, My Recovery Day Planner. For the purposes of this video, we will be using the first edition, which is the Palm Beach County, Florida edition where I reside. I live in Delray Beach, which is widely known as the recovery capital of the world, a really great recovery community. The first page is pretty straightforward. You're going to put your name, phone number, clean date, sponsor, and home group. If you don't have a sponsor or a home group yet, these are really good starting point for some early goals. And this information is basically if you've left your book at a meeting or at a location where you've misplaced it, somebody can get a hold of you so you can get it back. On the back of this page is the table of contents describing the contents of the book. Please read through that. You'll see everything that's listed, and see the note at the bottom to download and print practice copies of the items contained in the planner. You'll visit the website www.armyofangels.club. I will be posting lots of things on here, so please check in from time to time, and if you're working on a particular section of the book, you can refer to the website for more details. If there's more articles that I'll be posting on there, you'll see that, and you can be added onto the mailing list, and you can be updated when these things become available. Hope to see you there. Daily Reprieve. These are readings from the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous. These are very popular paragraphs that serve as good reference for daily reading. I won't suggest any particular fellowship since I don't want to limit your options. If you're not sure which fellowship you prefer, try any that apply to you. Try experiencing different meeting places, different times of the day. I particularly prefer morning meetings, and I attend AA and have had a lot of experience in NA also. I've also gone to CA meetings. I love all the fellowships. I don't really have a preference. I guess I say AA is probably my preference, but listen, I'm an alcoholic, I'm an addict, I can identify with just about any addiction out there. I was told early on, try not to compare, try to identify. So if you don't like a particular meeting, try another one. You will find out where you feel most comfortable if you don't give up. It's really a great way of life. Okay, next here we have on the back of this page are some popular prayers from the 12 steps, the 3rd step, 4th step, 7th step, and 11th step prayers, and I think you'll enjoy those. Okay, we come to our first of 5 tabs, the white tab labeled Planner. Each tab comes with something motivational or inspirational that I've come across over the years. This first one is called Desiderata, very popular and one of my favorites. By the way, the color of the tabs is also the color of the chips given out in AA in my area. White chip, white tab when we get sober, red for 30 days, green for 90 days, blue for 6 months, and yellow for 9 months. A nice little touch, I thought. Next is something that I put together for suggested use to get the most out of your day planner. I cover planning your week ahead, time management, money management, goal setting, and goal achievement. I believe that focusing on improving these life skills will ultimately lead to improved relapse prevention skills. You may want to take a moment to pause the video here and read through this page. If you did read through that, great. If not, after the video, please take a moment to read through this. That's a very important section I put together to get the most effectiveness out of your day planner. Now to the planner pages. The next 52 pages are the day planner pages. They're for an entire year, and since they are not dated, you can start this at any time of the year. Starting at the top, you'll write the month and year on each page, and next to each day of the week, write the date. Now over on the left, you'll see to-dos this week, my list and notes. followed by some important instructions. Sunday nights, plan your week ahead. Plan your meetings and regularly scheduled activities, and list your goals for the week. Under this, you'll see lines. Here is where I put my short-term goals for the upcoming week. Things like make a YouTube video for my planner, complete my website, start working out. Anything you want to work on but you don't already have scheduled for that week. Sundays, you want to plan your week ahead. Start with your meeting schedule for each day of the week. Which meetings will you be attending, what time they are, where they're at. And you'll see a checklist of some important things to remind you of planning for the upcoming week, such as meetings, work schedule, IOP, OP, doctor appointments, workouts, meal preparation, uncompleted tasks from the previous week, and any new goals. Also, don't forget to schedule other things like cleaning, shopping, laundry, step work service, any hobbies you may have, or recreational activities. If you think this is too much work, then I challenge you to try this for a year. I promise you'll see the results. You may have heard the old saying, nobody plans to fail, they fail to plan. Any success I've had in recovery or in business is not so much due to the knowledge that I have, but it's due to consistent effort. You'll see here it says in red, plan your next day the night before. This is so important. If you have a day off and you don't plan anything for the next day, you probably won't get anything done. So take the time, do it. It's really worth it. Plan it the night before. Look at your day planner. What do I have scheduled for tomorrow? If you don't have anything scheduled, think about what it is that you need to do. Okay, at the top of each day, there is a checklist of regular things to do each morning, such as prayer, daily reading, meditation. Do you take any medications? So then when you wake up in the morning, you can start with that checklist. When writing down the things that you're doing each day, this shouldn't be something that you have to guess on what you wrote. So I suggest print instead of cursive, and I use the columns each day in a chronological view. So my morning plans are at the top of the column, and my evening plans are scheduled toward the bottom of the column for each day. At the bottom of each day's column are motivational words and things to focus on, and below that are 3 rows for success in your financial life. This is one of the most important aspects of life. Whether you're in recovery or not, we all have to deal with this, and this can be a very stressful thing. Financial independence is a skill that comes from healthy habits. One thing I noticed about my finances when I created this planner and wrote down everything I spent every day and everything I made every day, I started to spend less and I started to make more. So here where it says income each day, okay, there's 3 rows. The income row. Each day you want to write down your income, and this is easy for somebody that has a regular full-time job that gets paid once a week. But if your pay varies, let's say you have tips or commissions or sale of items, enter those figures at the end of each workday along with any other income. Next, you're going to see expenses. Each day there are 4 boxes for each day for anything that you spend money on, even if it's $1 in the basket, $7 for fast food for breakfast or lunch, a cell phone bill, coffee, cigarettes, vaping, gym, etc., whatever you can think of. You can calculate your total for each day, and if you go over to the page on the right towards the last part of the week there for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're going to see money put in at the bottom. You're going to see money put into savings. It doesn't matter if you put $10 into savings or $100 into savings. Make sure you put something in each week. Next box is calculate weekly total. Enter your week's income minus your expenses. Savings is considered an expense. You'll get a net of the money that you have left over. After doing this for a couple months, look back when you first started and check your progress. If you see that you are spending $60 a week on fast food, start cutting back on those unnecessary expenses and plan better by doing meal prep for the week. If you can eliminate $60 a week by cutting out an unnecessary expense, then you just gave yourself a raise. Sometimes it's not about making more money, but spending the money you make more wisely. A little planning goes a long way. The very bottom of the page I just use for notes. Sometimes somebody gives me the name of something and I want to jot it down. Anything really, doesn't matter what it is. Okay. And on the very last page of the day planner, we see that it says order your new day planner for the upcoming year. So when you're getting ready to run out, time to order. And we get to the red tab here, and as we get to that, you'll see on the back of the very last day planner page, you'll see the 12-step prayers. There's a prayer for every step. I thought that was very interesting. I wanted to add that in there. And on the red tab here, you're going to see the Tale of Two Wolves, one of my favorites. Love that. We open it up and we see the 10 rules for being human. This is a really good one too. Okay, so now we're going to start out with the AA Palm Beach County Where and When. And as we open it up, you're going to see Delray Beach meetings. And there's a few pages there. We're going to go into Boca Raton, West Boca Raton, to Boynton Beach, and into Lantana. And now we go into the North Palm Beach County AA meeting list, and this goes through Belle Glade and Pahokee and Juno Beach and Jupiter and Tequesta up towards Lake Park and into Lake Worth, Palm Beach County, North Palm Beach County, Palm Beach Gardens, and Riviera Beach, and Wellington, and Loxahatchee, and Palm Beach and Palm Springs. And we go to, there's a few Palm Springs here, and then on the very last page of the AA meeting list, we're going to see area clubs. These are all the West Palm Beach AA clubhouses. There's a lot of really good meetings at all these. These are really good clubhouses to get acquainted with. And on the back of that, there's a spot there that comes standard with phone numbers. And then we've got the Mid-Coast Area NA meeting list. So this is a NA meeting list. And you're going to see on the other side of that all the area meetings for NA. Next, we're going to go into the contact section. The contact section here has got 3 pages for names, phone numbers, addresses, email addresses, notes, people you run across, people you meet at meetings, people you want to add to your planner and to your phone. Then you've got 3 pages of those, followed by 3 pages of meeting attendance list. The meeting attendance list, there's enough here for 120 meetings. This is if you've got legal issues or if you have to have meetings signed off at for your treatment center or for your halfway house. And there's plenty here. And next we come to the green tab. We got footprints here. Really good motivational one, and Our Deepest Fear, one of my favorites. 2 more really great readings. Inside here, this is the resource section for Palm Beach County. If you're not familiar with 211, it's a free call from any phone, like dialing 911 or 411. But this service is called First Call for Help. It's free community resources. Anyone can call anywhere in the United States and get help in their area. In Palm Beach County, if you dial 211 and cannot get through, there is a direct number, 561-383-1112. You'll see this at the top of the resource guide. These next few pages are packed with great local resources for all kinds of things. Homeless, substance abuse, subsidized housing, food stamps, healthcare, dental, vision, employment, medical supplies, prescription help, rent or utility help, public transportation, and a variety of many other wonderful services. Followed by a page on companies that hire felons. This is a great resource. The website has much more and links to take you to apply for these jobs. The website is listed at the top of the page. It's called jobs@hirefelons.org. This is a really good one. I suggest everyone to take a look at if you've got a felony. Next, we have 2 pages, front and back. This is a job search form. There are a few things here that will improve your job search. It's basically jobs. Getting the job is a numbers game. The more places you fill out applications at, the better your results are going to be. Set a goal for yourself. Fill out 3 or 4 applications each day for the entire week. You got to make a job out of getting a job, and you'll have success. Don't forget to smile. It's all about having a good attitude. When you write down each job that you apply for, make sure to ask for an interview and put the results of that interview. Maybe there is something you can do better in the next one. And don't forget the last column, follow-ups. This is critical, important to success with finding employment. After a week of filling out applications and going on interviews, if you haven't already landed a job, you'll be left with about 10 or 15 follow-ups, which is a great start for the next week. Start by calling them up. I like to put the secretary's name and the interviewer's name in the contact person's box so that when I call them, I can ask for them by name, and it seems like I've got a relationship started there. So it just seems to be a little bit more friendly approach. And here we have Why We Were Chosen, which is a really good reading, something that I've been very fond of over the years, followed by Bill's Last Message, really good one too. Okay, now we start out with the 4th step, and this is instructions right from the Big Book, AA Big Book. And it tells you instructions on how to utilize all 4 columns and things to read prior to doing your 4th step. And we're going to go into the very first, on the back of that, you're going to see the resentments inventory. You're going to see 4 columns here: person, place, institution, and column 2 is cause. Column 3 is affects my, and column 4 is what is my part. And next we're going to go into the next page, which is the fears inventory with the same 4 columns. And then we're going to go on to the next page, which is the sex inventory, again with the same 4 columns. After this, I've included a fear inventory prompt sheet. This is really good for reference. And next is the resentment inventory prompt sheet, also good for reference. Next is the 8th step. Worksheet 1 is for a proposed list of those I have harmed with 4 columns, including type of harm caused, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, the defects involved, and the last column, are you willing to make amends? After that, we have the next page, which is the 8th step worksheet 2, which is for proposed list of those who have harmed me with the same columns. And we're moving on now to the next page, which is the 9th step. Both front and back are the same, plenty of room on both sides, 2 columns, persons harmed, and what action did you take, and what was the result. Next is a wonderful 10-step inventory for morning and night with some really good suggestions for day-to-day living or recovery program. Both front and back are the same. Next is another 10-step that I added as an alternative. Both front and back are the same. I'm fond of both of these, so I included them. So take your choice. Next we have the Life Skills tab, which is the yellow tab, last tab. We have a couple more motivational readings there. Don't Quit and Reason, Season, and Lifetime. And we go over to My Goals for the Year. And this is broken down into different sections: recovery and spiritual, financial, living situation, education, family and friends, debts to repay, employment, transportation, health, entertainment, material wants, and miscellaneous. Both front and back are the same. Next is a weekly meal planner for each day of the week with a section for a grocery list. I invite you to visit the website armyofangels.club to view a video and article on how to meal prep for the week on a tight budget. Both front and back pages are the same on this one. Again, all of these pages are available for download to print copies to practice on. Next is making my budget. By this point, you should have plenty of what you've been spending throughout your weeks. Going back to your planner, you can refer to that where you're listing your expenses. I suggest you start out with doing a practice page, and when you feel like making your budget, you feel that it's complete and to your satisfaction, then write it down here in your planner. On the back of the budget page is my bills schedule. This is very helpful when creating your budget. The first column, what is this bill for? Then your next is the company that it's payable to, the due date, payment method, if it's an automatic debit and comes right out of your account, and the amount due. And this is also very helpful to prevent overdraft charges on your bank account. If you know that a bill is due tomorrow and you don't have enough money in that account, you can hopefully make arrangements to prevent that from happening by depositing money. Okay, now we're on to credit score and improving it. Starting out with 1, what's my credit score? You'll see a great website here that everyone has access to once a year for a truly free credit report from all 3 credit agencies at annualcreditreport.com. Really good website offered by the government. Number 2 is, how is your credit score determined? Payment history, amounts owed, length of credit, type of credit, and new credit. And next we have 3, understanding all 3 credit agencies with contact information for all 3. Number 4, we have improving your credit score, and this comes with instructions on how to start improving your credit score right away. Number 5, identity theft and how to deal with it. In case you are a victim of identity theft, you can visit your local Social Security Administration and they will provide you with forms to get you started resolving this. One important note here is that, and I put it in red, is wage printout, also referred to as a benefits verification letter. This is really necessary for anyone who is indigent or looking to get any kind of state funding for things like, if you're indigent, for things like health care insurance, maybe you need to get food stamps or any of those things. These benefits are available to you, but you're going to have to provide them with your income verification. Listed here also is contact information for the Social Security Administration, IRS, and the FTC. Number 6 is student loans, and if you have any outstanding student loans, here is the contact information and steps on how to start getting these resolved. Number 7 is unsecured credit cards. This is for people with no credit or bad credit, and these are great ways to get started, get your credit started back on track, but they're only short-term solutions, but they are a start. And then we've got secured credit cards. These are also a great start. These are good ways to start improving your credit, but they will require you to have at least $200 to $500 to put down towards your credit limit. So these are all starts to getting back your credit. I wish you the best of luck with that. Don't be afraid to get started with it. It really is worth it. It's something that once you get it started, you'll find out it's not so hard. And now we have a sample validation letter. This is a sample validation letter which you can customize for your own personal use. This is used to verify a negative debt that has been listed on your credit report. Please visit my website for more information on verifying debts and how long they have to report back to you. In some cases, these debts may not be verifiable, and you may actually be able to get the negative mark removed off of your credit if they're unable to provide you the required information in the appropriate amount of time. So that's a really good way to start getting your credit score back on track. Last is a bunch of lined paper here for whatever you want. Writing songs, poems, artwork, or maybe making a gratitude list. Okay, so we're at the end. That's it. This is the back cover here. Army of Angels, Delray Beach, email address and website I already told you about, armyofangels.club. Feel free to come sign up. I'm looking forward to your comments on the video. If you have any suggestions or ideas about things I can add or things you'd like to see, I'll be having a section on the website also too for videos and articles just about other things in recovery. And if you sign up and get on the mailing list, you'll be notified when there are different updates and things, and they'll be sent to you automatically. And also, when you're ready to order a new day planner, you can order that online. Some of the new things that I'm going to have on the website and possibly in the next edition of the book are going to be things for food shopping with pricing guides on how to save money on places to shop, update on the resource guide, starting your own business, buying a car, debt repayment, volunteer work and service work, and also cleaning up criminal background. Just some things that I know that we all kind of struggle with, or things that we're trying to maybe get some advice on, and so they'll be on the website. And I want to thank you for getting the day planner. It's a real pleasure spending this time with you. Take care.